It's been a while since I've done a Harbor Freight thing. I want to show you 10 plus 1 of the small, usually you find them for $10 or less or $20 for less. We're going to put a limit of $25 on the accessories that you can get from Harbor Freight that maybe you should pick up. And it will help you out, either in the garden or in the workshop or around the house. This deserves a good talk about.
Hello anyone, I'm Scott Bame. They call me the old farmer. I've learned the hard way that when you go to Harbor Freight, I better have a list in my pocket, especially for the small pocket stuffers. If I don't, I may be going back again to get a $5 or $10 item. So now I use a list. So let's look at some of the pocket stuffers that could be on your list. I've got a couple of the magnetic parts tray. I find them extremely handy, and Mrs. Old Farmer, Marty, has a couple of these for sewing. The rags I use for wiping down tools and grease Zerk's fittings, and those things that shred even the heavy-duty paper towels. Quinn has different sizes of scissors. We have the 11-inch size for our kitchen, even though they're considered shop scissors. And if these don't fit your budget, there are the HFT brand scissors. If you were disappointed with Harbor Freight zip ties in the past, the quality is better, and I would call them a good mid-tier level cable tie. I use them all the time and they haven't failed me yet. As usual, Maggie has put smiles on people's faces when she's at Harbor Freight. They often ask if they could pet her. I wish they would make them also for the Robertson. In other words, all the screw different formats out there. I find the format is handy to have around, as well as the more traditional packages. When I got my set of machinist tools, I cleaned them and re-oiled them, and they're doing well for me. Try these first, and if you see that you're using them a lot, then maybe upgrade. What? You don't have an American flag? Harbor Freight has two versions, Chinese-made and American-made. If you live in the United States, I think it's a good thing to have. During COVID, Harbor Freight packaged up all their stocks and gloves and other emergency supplies and gave them to hospitals. They're back on the shelves now, and they're different levels of quality. The one thing to keep in mind is the ones labeled extra large are mediums. Maybe they want to stretch them on our hands more than what I like to do. Harbor Freight has both plastic and metal ammo cans in 2 sizes. They're great for putting your bits and pieces in. I think I have about 10 of these and may need some more pretty soon. I've used Pittsburgh combination wrenches for decades. If they break, bring it back for a new one. They're a good set for someone starting out and also for the old pro. If you have top-of-the-line combos, these also make a good backup set when you might need 2 of the same size or someone's borrowed one without you knowing. They remind me of the old Craftsman combo wrenches. The Power Edge blue batteries are equal to name brand batteries. I don't know why they still keep those Thunderbolt Magnum batteries around. There's no comparison to the Power Edge blue batteries. Now, on the other hand, the Thunderbolt battery tester at $6 is worth picking up. Maybe a couple of them. One for the shop and the other for the house. They work, they're cheap. What more can I say? knee pads, and other safety gear. Some of it would be good to keep in your vehicle in case of weather or other emergencies, or to keep us from injuring ourselves. Have you ever seen anyone with enough clamps, especially these small, quick clamps that can be used for an extra pair of hands? I've got them all over the house, and not one has broken yet. Some of them are almost 10 years old. 1 or 2 shop brushes are handy around the shop or the house. I like them better than whisk brooms. I like the price, too. The HFT power strips are great at $23. They are sturdy and with 2 USB ports for charging can charge your phone, and I charge my camera batteries with them. Okay, I gave you 17 examples rather than 11 of things you might want but keep forgetting to pick up when you're at Harbor Freight. So what the heck? Let's do an 18th one. It's the 10-foot Vanguard extension cord for $7. They safely carry 13 amps and are handy little drop cords. I use them for lights or where I need a bit more length to reach a plug. I have 4 of them. You know, there just might be over 100 more items at Harbor Freight that are useful around the shop, home, or business that would make things a bit easier and are under $25. So don't forget to start your list for the bits and pieces you want to pick up the next time you go to Harbor Freight.
Thank you for watching, and please be safe.
We'd sure appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a comment. You know how YouTube behaves. They won't believe you watched a video unless you leave a comment. Also, it would help if you ring the bell and do a thumbs up. As you know, if I find a good channel, I pass it on to you. So if you think it's appropriate, it would sure help if you passed us on to your closest 10,000 friends and family. But above all, give a helping hand to someone today. It's the best gift to give. It'll make you feel good too.
Don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, or ring the bell buttons on the Original Old Farmer channel. We enjoy reading the comments that you leave, and they do help the channel, so keep them coming. And once again, thank you for watching The Original Old Farmer.
The VFW National Home for Children, providing families of veterans and active duty military opportunities for growth and development in a nurturing community. Please consider a donation to help their children and families. I.C. Rhodes speaking.